roam.
At this point, it really feels like it's a Singaporean thing. It's a Singaporean tradition. It was Bray at MSC. Now it's, well, it's Archive Esports, so it's not Singaporean. But it's always in Singaporean games. Eterna.
I mean, yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm not.
You're not. Okay, we'll see how this goes, right? Okay, so far it doesn't feel like the Masha has been able to have that much of an impact just yet. It feels like so far KZen not doing too bad in the jungle, and we're talking about emblems here. Still, not the support emblem that I was expecting. They're still going for the marksman here for the quad.
Westmode's still going for it, and it's very interesting to see Jay because he hasn't been invading KZen, hasn't been trying to put some pressure down, but meanwhile, Shocker's doing it in the bottom lane. Spider-Mouse might just fall here. Sprint gonna be popped. Westmode just one more. First kill! He finds it with the Art of Thievery. First blood to Team Flash.
Alright, already a 1-0 here in the early stage of the game. Quite similar to what they were able to pull through in game number 1, but this time it feels like the aggression is a little bit stomped. We gotta think about power spikes now because of the new composition, but Kyrie here trying to be aggressive in the bottom lane, looking for that crab, trying to get a little bit more of a say in terms of the jungle, and here we go, Kyrie versus KZen.
Steals
Did you get it?
Yep.
Oh man, that feels bad.
It really does, man. You know, it is why I said it's a Singaporean special is because, again, they've seen it before many times. Bray has played this in MSC as well. I don't doubt that in scrims he's definitely been spamming it, and Kyrie understands how to jungle against it, how to go for the counter jungles, and picking up the Lancelot, something with so much mobility, is really going to help become a nuisance for KZen on the Alpha, who really needs to find, oh, there's a pause request, to find these crazy little skill shots. Turtle. I think the reason he goes for a mage emblem here is because he's going to be staying put most of the times in these team fights, and he's just going to be popping that real world manipulation, so he's not really going to be able to benefit a lot from that movement speed. We do see the first neutral objective this time going to the hands of Archives Esports with more prio in the XP lane. Shocker though, jumping with the Petrify. Good reaction time for Spider Miles. Vengeance up top from Vegs. He gets out.
Oh, very, very lucky. Nearly a cross-map trade there, but still very different story here for game number 1. It feels like Archives are a little bit more at home. They are leading with a 500 economy, but Kyrie is still doing quite well. I don't think the Lancelot has been popping off as much as pre-meta, and you can see he's actually a level ahead of KZen, who is on the Alpha. Oh, what?
Solo kill, but it's back and forth. It's a dive attempt there from Lord JM. It's going to be equal on the board. There was no minions that Vegs actually lost. But Lord Jam is in the lead, level-wise. That's definitely going to help him here. As West mode, it seems like in this game he's doing better already than Sumpak in the previous.
And I gotta ask a question. Back into the jungle, right? Does Alpha clear? Oh, wait a minute. West mode?
It's a lot of damage coming through. He has the BMI in the back right now. Shocker jumps in, forcing a flicker out. He did not have the Petrify there. It would have been able to really punish them as they did not have the time journey. But, oh, 545 drink. Remember, stay hydrated, ladies and gentlemen.
For sure.
Yeah.
On the Monster Energy.
Ooh, unleash the beast.
All right. Looks like right now, once again here, Team Flash still trying to unleash the beast. They haven't been able to pull that aggression like they did in game number 1. Jay still trying to be a nuisance here for Sumpak, but it looks like they're still both at the same level. I want to see the goal differences perhaps very, very soon. Maybe items would be great for a moment here right before the turtle is going to spawn. So both of these teams are going to be centering around that, but Shocker misses once again here. Very good reaction time from the side of Archives there, still being able to flicker out of the pick-off potential coming in from Shocker.
And it's very intelligent that he did not want to use the time journey. That's if all else fails. He wants to hold on that out as much as he can, but at this point, maybe you should have just used the time journey because there's no contest whatsoever on the turtle. Kyrie doesn't even need to retry it here, and he goes in for the invade. And again, this is just so much pressure put into the gold lane. Sumbak is supposed to be able to bully West Mode, but he's a level below, and West Mode's doing pretty fine. He actually has a gold lead at this point, so he will hit that item power spike in the proper time.
Yeah, still being able. Oh, here Lord JM getting a little bit aggressive here. He has to be careful. Vegs going in. They're going aggressive. They want to commit onto Lord JM.
Shocker 2, 3v1. Good flicker out through the wall. Just getting out here. Jay, though, What has Jay been able to achieve this game? That's something that I haven't really been noticing him. It's just like, you know, he's like a fly and he's there. I think it's more so to provide vision, to stop the killing pressure from Archives Esports more than it is to just disrupt them.
I agree, right? Because with Spider Mouse being on the Diggy, he should be able to put those time bombs for vision as well. But with Masha roaming around into these bushes, that is going to negate that pressure. Looking at the items here, once again, okay, the Beatrix already with the BOD, so already a step in the right direction. Meanwhile, the Claude is still on the steel leg plates as well as the DHS. You can't really consider that a power spike just yet. He needs to be able to farm a little bit more to be able to have more of an impact in these team fights. But then again, it's still 6 minutes in.
And Team Flash are doing really well. Again, their mid-game power spike is going to hit at like 9 minutes in. Jay, Thunderclap, again, just providing vision, putting some pressure down, stopping them from getting anything done. Real relationship, but Shocker jumps into the back with the rough waves. It's still a kill over for Sumpak, but it's only on to Jay. I think they will take that trade. They are happy with that trade. They got a good chunk of damage on the tier 1 mid lane as well.
Yeah, really good. Still very, oh, it's really passive compared to game number 1. Both of these teams, they're really trying to play around the map a lot better, but they have to be careful about Shocker, right? Shocker only has a Clock of Destiny and he's already dealing that much damage onto Lancy on the Eve. But here we go, Kyrie goes in.
Speaking of Lancy, the Lancy on Team Flash's team is going in, and again, using the Phantom Execution, just pushes them backwards. And like you said, you know, Team Flash, they play very aggressively. Now you're seeing a little bit of that as Westmo dives into the back. BMI to get him out. Kaizen was waiting, but he isn't able to fully punish. And it's a free turtle conceded over by Archives Esports. Team Flash picks it up. It's just all about the map pressure.
Yeah. They're playing that really well. They know they don't even really need to get a kill as long as they're able to force recalls out, make the battlefield a little bit more uneven in terms of the resources. And so, once again, Team Flash doing really good in terms of how they convert onto the neutral objective, and that pushes them forward to a 1,300 gold economy in comparison to Archives here, who appears like they're looking for something here in the bottom lane. I don't think they can really actually go for it.
They're always trying to siege. That's what they're trying to do. But unfortunately for them, it's just really hard. They have a lot of wave clear here. Vegs again, holding on to the Vengeance, dodging away Kaizen. Shocker now with a Petrify, finds Spider Mouse and even a Flicker. Time Journey and Flicker. It doesn't get more valuable than that, Team Flash. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I mean, right? They have to be aware of Shocker right now, right? Sure, they haven't been able to get more pickoffs than maybe intended, but whoa, they're going for more pickoffs here on Sumpak.
Blazing Duet, West Mode gets out, BMI under the turret though, that's a kill over, the Spider Mouse stayed despite him being 1 HP. Kyrie, whoa, he jumps back in. Now with the Thorn Rose, Lord JM can look for the penalty zone, but he just finds the kill with Lancy, picking up a double there. Very unique, I will say interesting play from Kyrie as the rough waves gets popped, Shocker gets out.
2-for-2 trade actually quite in favor of Archives. They've actually reduced that. Oh, Vegs is going to be in trouble. He's going to be taken down with the damage coming in from the real world manipulation. So again, Archives Esports, they're closing the gap. They're picking up the economy for themselves. All the while, Kaizen busy in the top side, getting a turret and making more on the map, getting more pressure on the map. And now Team Flash, they're a little bit in disarray.
They are. I mean, the goal lead is back to Archives Esports. They're able to just grasp it just with one team fight. Again, a very uncharacteristic team fight, especially considering the fact that they were so disciplined in game number 1. You can call it a shocker.
Wow.
Get it? Because Shocker is the mid laner. Yeah.
I'll give that 8.5.
Yeah, thank you. There you go. There you go, LaFell. That's how you rate things.
Okay, back into the game here, 10 minutes in. Once again here, Jay once again opening up vision, giving information. I guess he has had an effect, right? It feels like Sumpak gets a little bit threatened and pressured when they go in for this team fights, but they're going for a different route here. It looks like the Masha is pressuring Lancy. I think they want to give more space to Vegs here, who's looking for a flank from the backside. Very interesting setup here. Kyrie goes in.
All he needs to do is bait out a Time Journey now. Phantom Execution is already baited out. Jay has lost 1 full HP bar. Recalling in the bush, just going again to provide vision. West Mode in the mid lane. Shocker gonna get bursted down. Forced to use the rough waves. Blazing Duet to the back as well. Down with the sprint as well. Time Journey. Oh, the reverse time brings him back all the way to Kaizen's blade. I have not seen that crazy interaction before, but now I have.
That's unfortunate. That was so unfortunate for West Mode. The damage was supposed to go in as well, and not just the reverse time, but also the fact that he was able to utilize that ultimate, give a little bit more shielding, and deny those kills over. Jay here, Vex, they need to be careful.
Oh, he's diving on to the wrong person here. Sumpak's able to free hit still. Jay's running for dear life. Redder's apathy to snipe him down, but they left the Lord. No way! Team Flash! They pulled off a massive heist on the Lord. My goodness. How Archives were tunnel visioning on Jay, and that's what Jay's for.
Yeah.
That's what the Jay Masha is for.
Worth it. Worth it. Still able to get a trade on the Lord. And once again, Team Flash, they're playing this very intelligently. West Mode now going to be able to catch up in terms of that gold leaderboard. Number 2 with 7,000, but it doesn't seem like Sumpak is far behind either. So both of these players, they're going to be very important to take down when it comes down to the team fights and how they're going to be able to set up in the Land of Dawn. Team Flash, though, still holding a little bit of economy. This is even more stable than game number 1.
I would say game 1 was a bit more stable, you know, 10k gold lead for Team Flash, but for Archives, I would agree. It's much more stable for them. They're still able to stay in the game in the 11th minute, whilst in game number 1, they already lost all their base turrets at this point of time. But with the First Lord, you can expect Team Flash to get all the tier 2s here. I don't think it's going to be as valuable as game number 1 with them getting a full base turret, a whole base turret with the First Lord, but it's still going to be pretty value here. Unless they just defend quite well here. The Bennett and the real world manipulation. Vex trying to zone them away, but the turret is still not going to be hit right now. The Bennett's Rage comes down to penalty zone to zone them away, but West Mode is still left free hitting. Pops into BMI, takes down the bottom tier 2, and only the mid lane stands.
1-for-0 trade here for the side of Archives Esports. And looking at the items, right, it's very interesting. Sumpak actually goes in for the Malefic Roar when there's not much of physical defense coming in from the side of Flash. Is it worth?
I think mostly it's because of just the tenacity and a few of the the first emblem that they took.
I mean, if it's for tenacity, Hunter Strike is still more worth it.
True, true. I mean, again, I think he's just, it's a preventive move. They like to think ahead, Eterna.
I like it, I like it. Shocker though, going in for more damage here, Divine Glaive as well as the Genius Wand. But unfortunately, it feels like when they go in for these team fights, Shocker hasn't been able to get the right angle to be able to take down the members. And plus, they have to be careful of the time journey coming in from Spider Miles, so very difficult for them to get those pickoffs. Maybe they don't go for team fights, maybe they opt for just pickoffs, just flat.
Maybe. I think the pickoffs will work, but it really comes down to how Vex plays. If he's able to bait out the time journey, or maybe just burst Lord JM down. Jay is in a miss right now. Lord JM should fall as that's the time journey coming through to disengage, but it's still going to be Vex doing a lot of damage. Real world manipulation takes him out. Jay caught in the mobility field, burning down. Oh, he's able to survive as the backline gets wiped out with the blazing duet, and it's Kyrie with a Thorn Rose to pick up a double. He's looking for a triple here, but KZen disengages. 4 for 1 for Team Flash.
Wow, one moment is all it took, and the comeback coming in from Team Flash with one member standing. They're gonna end.
In a flash, Team Flash, they've taken down Archives to secure the last slot to Group E.